Today we're going to talk about how to number your pages appropriately, especially for thesis and then for any kind of academic in academia or any kind of work you want to publish. Let me zoom out so that you see it clearly. In Microsoft Word, you would want to number your pages like you see over here. So this is the final project I have done, and so this numbering system is different. Okay, so the first page has no numbering. My second and third and fourth pages has the Roman numeral, and then the last later part has a different kind of numbering system. Okay, so you can see if you scroll down to the final part of my work, you realize that the numbering continues as a normal numerical numbering. So today I'm going to teach you how to actually do this in Microsoft Word. So I want you to know that this document that I'm using over here is not something I created on my own. Some of you might have realized it already that I copied these documents from ChatGPT. Yes, I generated a whole thesis with ChatGPT. We're going to number it different numbering systems. You can see over here that I have no numbering at all in my documents over here. So I'm going to do the numbering system over here for this document. And the first thing I would do is to click on this button. Okay, so this button, you see, it indicates a show all. It shows all formatting in my document. Okay, so any kind of formatting that you do is not you enable this button, so clearly that you've done this formatting. So I'm going to enable that, and then I can see an arrow here which is not supposed to be there. I'll clear this arrow, so I'll do that quickly. All right, so first of all, I need to insert my page numbering. Okay, I need to do that. So I go to insert, and then I go to footer, and then in my footer, the type of numbering that I want to use, I have a couple of options over here. I have the blank option, I have the Austin, I have the banded, and I would like to go for the banded because the banded footers actually places my footer right in the middle of the page. You see, I mean the middle. Okay, so I go for banded, and then I click on that. Now you see that my page has been numbered. Your distance actually numbers from the first page to the final page. It follows automatic numerical numbering. Okay, but you remember that we don't want this numerical numbering on our first page. And since we don't want the numerical numbering on our first page, we're going to do something. Okay, so when you're formatting toolbar, you're going to go to layout. So when you go to the layout, that is your first page. I don't want any numbering. Okay, on your layout, you go to breaks. Now, when you go to breaks, you see a couple of options over here. So over here, you see what there's written as section break, and then there's page break. What you actually want to do is the section break. Okay, so you want to click on section break. Now, if I attach the section break to our very first page, so after you attach a section break, now on our second page, we click on the numbering. That is only 2. Okay, when you click on it once, it might not pop out, but then you can just double click on it, and then the header and footer formatting option appears. So as my header and footer options appear, you're going to see this button that is automatically selected. Okay, on my header and footer formatting, and this button over here that you see is called the link to previous. Okay, so what this button actually does is that it links this page to the previous page. Okay, so I'm going to, it's already enabled, but then I'm going to disable it. So I click on it again to disable it, and when I do that, this page is not in any way linked to the previous page. Okay, so now we do that. Now before we close our header and footer, let's delete our numbering from here, and then I want to show you something. So when I click my numbering when I delete my numbering on the first, we realize that's my second page, so keeps it numbering. Okay, now I want to show you something. Let me undo whatever I have done. Okay, so before doing the section breaks and all that, I want to show you something. With my numbering system that is already done, when I delete the numbering over here, you realize that it automatically deletes all the numberings on all the pages. Okay, remember that I have not attached any section break yet. So if you don't attach any section break and you delete the numbering from one particular page, it will delete all the other numberings. That is why we need to do the section break. And then after doing the section break, we come to the second page, and then we disable this button. So we no longer link it to the previous page. Okay, so now we can safely delete the numbering on the first page, and then doesn't affect the numbering on the second page. So on my second page, this is how I'm going to do the numbering. So I come to Still on the header and footer options, I come to page number. You see, so page number, you see a list of options that come out. You're going to select this option, format page numbers. Format page numbers. You're going to format the page numbers. So you're going to choose our numbering to start from the Roman numeral system. Okay, so our Roman numeral system is the I. And then don't select continue from previous session. No, remember that we are starting afresh. Okay, so you're going to start at I. All right, so we're going to start as I. Remember that you're doing Roman numeral system, and then we click OK. So as soon as we do that, realize that let's close our header and footer and then look at something. You realize that on your first page there's no numbering. On your second page there's a Roman numeral system. On the second, on the third, and the subsequent pages are all Roman numbering system. Okay, so remember that our introduction page, we don't want to continue our Roman numeral, but for now, since we've not added any section breaks yet, realize that our Roman numeral continues to the very last page. All right, now let's go up there and then attach section breaks to the introduction page, especially. Okay, so now on this last part of the appendices and all that, we have to attach a session break over here. Remember, you have to attach a session break. Okay, so we go to breaks, we go to layout, we go to breaks, then we go to section break. All right, so after we attach our session break over here, now our introduction page is going to do numeral system, so we have to disable the link to previous so that it is no longer linked to the previous page. All right, so we have to disable that. All right, now after you've disabled that, now you have to do an actual page numbering system. So for actual page numbering system, remember that what we did was that still in the header and footer formatting, we go to page number and then we format our page numbers. So when we go and format our page numbers, we just choose the normal numeral system. That is 1, 2, 3. Okay, and remember that we are not continuing from the previous section, you're rather starting from this section. All right, so you're starting from 1 and then we click on OK, and as we do that, our numbering is done nicely for us. So we see that our numerical system, that is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it follows from our introduction page. All right, so now we see that we've successfully implemented our feature of formatting page numbers. All right, so let's disable this thing and then let's format our page numbers so that the text is black. So we go to home and then our text color, we made it black. All right, so now our page numbers, all right, I have to come here, also make this black so that our text is all black. All right, so we do that and then I think that'll be done. Then we will close our header and footer. All right, so after we've done that, we see clearly over here that our piece has been numbered nicely on our. It seems like there's some spaces have been created here. We remove that. On our introduction page, you realize that now the introduction page actually starts numbering from 1 to 2. Let's remove this piece. 3 to 4 to 5 and the rest. Okay. All right, I will save this document for now, but then now we successfully just implemented this feature and we did it simply inside of Microsoft Word. Okay, so right now I want you to try something. Okay, I want you to scroll down to the very last page, okay, of your document, and then I want you to add a session break to the library last but one page, and then do no numbering for your last page. Okay, so I want you to try that right now, and if you're able to do it, make sure you drop your feedback in the comment section. If you feel like you don't understand anything in this tutorial, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, if you are having any stumbling block in your document or in your setup, please let me know in the comment section. I'll be ready to assist you. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, it is Busy Dev. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and make sure you share this video with your friends. Okay, so see you in the next video. Bye bye.